Burden of Proof, Beatles, and Bamboo. We begin with Virginia Caroline Rappe, a modest American model and silent film actress of the 1910s and 1920s, known mostly for her bit parts. Yet, behind the flickering glamour of early Hollywood lay a personal tragedy. Virginia lost her only child at the tender age of 11. Her sorrow and her struggle became part of the silent film era's bittersweet tapestry. One faithful night at a party, Virginia's life intersected with that of Roscoe "Fatty" Arbuckle. He was a larger-than-life silent film star who made his mark in entertainment and worked alongside legends like Mabel Normand and Harold Lloyd, and even mentored future icons such as Charlie Chaplin and Buster Keaton. Fatty Arbuckle was embroiled in scandal when Virginia died. He was accused of manslaughter and rape in connection to her demise, the charges for which he was ultimately acquitted because of the burden of proof. Arbuckle's name became indelibly linked to one of Hollywood's darkest chapters. Fast forward decades later, and Arbuckle's legacy takes an unexpected turn. In 1983, the United Kingdom saw the birth of Arbuckle's American Diners, an American-themed restaurant chain in Manchester, co-founded by none other than Peter Shotton. Now let's shift to Peter Shotton, a wealthy businessman with a colorful past. In his youth, he played a washboard in a skiffle band that he formed with his friend John, a group known as the Quarrymen. Pete wasn't entirely convinced by the music scene and once confided that he would step aside when a replacement named Paul joined. That Paul, along with John and two additional members, would go on to rebrand themselves as the Beatles. The Beatles, one of the most iconic bands in history, wrote hit after hit. But even legends faced their twilight. Their breakup was a tangled mess. The tragic death of manager Brian Epstein in 1967, creative and personal differences, managerial disputes, and more. On December 31st, 1970, Paul McCartney filed to dissolve their contractual partnership, a legal storm that lingered until December 29th, 1974. On that day, John Lennon himself signed what became known as the Beatles Agreement, right while he was vacationing with his family at the bamboo-inspired Polynesian resort at the Walt Disney World Resort in Florida. And so, from the heartache of Virginia Rappe, through scandalous Hollywood, to the unlikely origins of the Beatles, and even to the dissolution of the band while John was on vacation at the Walt Disney World Resort. We've traveled a truly long and winding road, and it's a journey that reminds us how every twist in history, no matter how divergent, can be woven together in one extraordinary tapestry of fate and legacy. And that, my friends, is the 6 Degrees of Disney.